Vivek Ramaswamy has put his wife, a doctor, a surgeon, in an absolutely impossible, terrible position. I'm going to play a clip for you of an interview that NBC News did with Vivek Ramaswamy's wife, Apoorva Ramaswamy, on the topic of COVID vaccines. Vivek Ramaswamy has now bravely come out and said he regrets getting vaccinated. I'm joking. It's not a very brave thing to say. Now, I think that it's very clear that when Apoorva Ramaswamy is asked about this, her view is, now, I'm a doctor. I understand the benefits of the vaccines. I suggest to my patients they get vaccinated. The vaccine is a good thing, period. She knows that saying that could cause a problem for her husband's campaign. And maybe it could cause a problem for her and her husband's marriage as well. So instead, she tries to hem and haw a little bit. But this is painful to watch. Take a look.
So Vivek said that if he knew then what he knows now about the COVID-19 vaccine, that he would not have taken the two shots that he took. If you knew then what you knew now, would you take COVID-19 vaccine?
That's a great question, and I think the most important thing for me as a surgeon when I think about recommending things to my patients is their autonomy. Think of my responsibility as telling them, this is what I think are the benefits, this is what we know about this whatever we're about recommending, this is what I think are the benefits, and these are what we know are the risks, this is what we don't know. And for every person, that's a different decision. So so
far, this is a non-answer. This is just generic, like, hey, doctors talk about risks and benefits and ultimately decisions are made by patients. Okay, well, let's see if we get an actual answer.
Young, healthy husband, that's a different decision than for me when I am taking care of patients who are cancer survivors and they trust me to be in their airway every day. It's a very different discussion. And I think giving people that autonomy is the most important part.
Gotcha. So
But remember, the question was not about should patients have autonomy. It's Vivek said if he knew then what he knows now, he wouldn't have gotten vaccinated. What about you? Let's try again.
Would basically.
I'm an airway surgeon. At that time I think I had to do what I had to do.
Awesome. You immigrated here to the.
So listen, are there doctors who genuinely are skeptical of the benefits of the vaccine or have questions about the risk reward? Of course there are. You look at the number of doctors in the world and in the United States. I'm sure there are anti-vax doctors. I'm sure there are 50-50 on the vaccine doctors, whatever. What I'm seeing here is a woman put in a really terrible position, which is she knows all about the benefits outweighing the risks at any age of the vaccine. She understands that. She understands that she wants to avoid saying something that will humiliate her in the medical community. But she's got Vivek Ramaswamy, her husband, running around out there having to try to kowtow to the sorts of people who are furious with Trump for developing the vaccines. And she's trying to figure out what to say. And that's what I see as the look on her face right here. You might see something different, and that's absolutely possible. But this is a really difficult position that Vivek Ramaswamy has put his wife in. To the extent that it's a difficult position, she handled it basically as well as I think anybody could, but a very interesting moment. And, once Vivek Ramaswamy is off the campaign trail after he loses the primary, maybe she'll be more comfortable giving the real answer, which I would bet, even not as a betting man, I would bet almost anything is her perspective. One of our sponsors today is Magic Spoon, the breakfast cereal with the crunchy, sweet goodness you love, but with high quality ingredients, less sugar, and more protein. Magic Spoon has 0 grams of sugar. It's packed with 13 to 14 grams of protein and just 4 to 5 net carbs. So it's great if you're doing keto or low carb, or if just like me, you're trying to limit your sugar intake. They have many unique flavors, so you'll never get bored. My personal favorite is maple waffle, but I grew up in New England, so maybe that's why maple, They also have cocoa, fruity, frosted peanut butter, blueberry muffin, honey nut, cookies and cream, cinnamon roll. Sometimes there's really just no substitute for sitting down with a nice bowl of cereal. Who doesn't love that? When the mood strikes, go for something more wholesome with plenty of protein and without all the sugar. If you don't love Magic Spoon as much as I do and our team does, Magic Spoon will refund all of your money, no questions asked. Simply go to magicspoon.com/Pacman. You can create a custom bundle and use the code Pacman for $5 off. The link is down below.